them back into the top 4 in playoff contention.
Long, long way to go, and the way this season is unfolding, there's going to be a lot of twists and turns, but I don't think there's more than just making the playoffs. You want to be playing the sort of basketball that can win a championship, and right now the Melbourne Tigers are not in that form. Having said that, Cameron Tregar is, and he goes in and very, very casually splashes another 2.
He is just a scoring machine.
56% on the season, Steve. That is very good figures. If he was half decent from the free throw line, he'd be averaging over 20. And Lucas Walker just rolls in to the paint.
He just exploded to the hoop.
He did, but fairly cooperative defense that time as well by the Townsville Crocs, as Lucas Walker aggressively going to the rack and gets fouled the boot. He goes to the line to shoot the bonus.
Ben Allen has a seat. Schencher back in as Lucas Walker completes the 3-point play and puts the Tigers up by that number.
And this is where the Tigers, they go with well, they're always going to go with a small lineup, but they really go with 4 forwards and a 2-guard running the point in Daniel Dillon. He's gotten better and he can handle the ball, but he's still an emerging guy. I think he's more comfortable in the 2 spot than he is in the 1.
Tregar spins the baseline. A lot of contact. They get it to Dillon, and he's bumped.
Daniel Dillon just bullied his way into the paint. Might have got a little lucky. The left elbow just raising to create some space as he penetrated into the basket. But that quarter-time break, it would appear as though Trevor Gleason says, have ball, get to rim, please.
Yeah, with the intention of Lucas Walker and Daniel Dillon, that had to be mentioned. Can't be a coincidence. And Lucas Walker thinks about getting to the rim. It is pretty, as he's explosive, and he has got some ridiculous substitution out on the floor. Elvin Mims comes in for Jacob Holmes for Townsville.
Tigers persisting with this token 3/4 court pressure defense, falling back into a zone. Just trying to get the Crocs out of some of their rhythm on the offensive end. Foul that time. That's the cardinal sin. When you're going to go on double team, the last thing you want is to be able for the offense to split the double. See, that splits the double. Just that small window of opportunity. And that's the fundamental thing when you're going to set a double team, is don't let them split the middle.
That was right up there with don't foul the 3-point shooter. Quick passing by Townsville. Mims puts it on the floor. He gets all the way to the rim, misses 2 layups. Goes for his 3rd, and he finally gets it.
Just playing catch with himself. Mims picks up a couple of offensive rebounds, but right there is the real issue that the Melbourne Tigers have got to deal with. Their work on the glass. And that's the counter with Cameron Tregar on fire.
Blanchfield wide open in transition. He's not going to miss too many of those with his feet set. And it takes the lead back to 3.
This is the sort of form that Cameron Tregar was in a couple of seasons ago, that when he was the focal point for the Wollongong Hawks, took them all the way to that championship game, championship series against the Perth Wildcats a couple of seasons ago. And he's well and truly back into that form, Steve. And I reckon part of that is he just looks like he's in better shape this season. Condition-wise, he looks like he's been in the gym a little bit, working on his aerobic fitness.
Bit of contact, no call. Tregar has to shoot one, but he can't get it off before the shot clock.
And Cameron Tregar is doing this tonight with a bit of a handicap. On Wednesday, I think it was, you can see the snoz there and the black eyes. He broke his nose at training. Copped an errant elbow and cracked his nose. And Well, I don't know whether that adds to his looks.
It looks like another tattoo. It's the same color.
But you know it's like having, if you've ever broke your nose, just to run up and down, that pounding on the floor, it's very, very uncomfortable. And there you see dealing with it.
And he's not going with the mask that some players do when they break their nose. That's a good thing, that plastic mask. I think I'd rather endure more pain than wear that.
Remember Richard Hamilton for the Detroit Pistons? He had that problem, but he fell in love with the mask, and even when his injury got cured, he continued to run with it. Look at Lucas Walker go up to the few floors above.
Anytime it turns into a jumping contest, he is the winner. Rush goes baseline. Good extra pass to Daniel Dillon. Credit that one to Lucas Walker with a heads-up play. Getting it to the shooter.
Back to a man-to-man defense now. Straight up man-to-man for the Melbourne Tigers. Oh my, Eddie Gill. He is in a funk. Just a terrible entry pass to Luke Schencher. He's having words with Big Luke.
You know, when those big men start leaning one way, it's hard for them to release and get to that because he threw it to the open area. Dillon on the wing. Loses the handle.
Off the ball foul, Luke Schencher on Cam Cregar.
Number 5, Luke Schencher. First personal foul.
Grabbing foul on Luke Schencher. You could hear it. He said, he's got me.
Luke doing everything he can to try and deny Cam Cregar the ball. He knows once Cam gets it, the advantage is going to be clearly with him in a one-on-one contest, and the Crocs want to avoid having to go to their double teams. Puts a lot of pressure on your weak side defense anytime you send a double team trying to meet those rotations. And with the way the Melbourne Tigers have been shooting the ball tonight, they're 3 of 6 from the three-point line, so it makes any sort of double team down low a lot more nervous.
Ibaka with a strong cut. He's fouled.
Second.
The foul's on Eddie Gill. Picks up his second personal foul. Dillon gets it to Dorsey. Not a great pass either. Dillon goes strong to the basket on the baseline, avoids the contact to avoid the charge. Tigers up by 8. Gill pulls up for his jumper. That's no good. Lucas Walker with another strong board. And gets it back. Can't get the finish. Would have been impressive. He started with the rebound. Even more impressive if he finished with a dunk. Schencher with a long hook shot. Hits the back of the iron. Ibaka reels it in.
They just can't score right now. The Townsville Crocs only 21 points so far in this game. We've played almost a quarter and a half. They're shooting it at 38%. And this is a last 2 plays. Missed layup by Luke. The Melbourne Tigers, good opportunity to really make it tough on the Crocs early. The referee couldn't make a decision. Thought there was holding by both Cam Cregar and Luke Schencher. That's going to be more expensive for the Melbourne Tigers because that's going to be Cameron Tregar's third personal foul. Have a look down low. Arms just locked. Gee whiz.
That's expensive.
That is very expensive. Cameron Tregar has to check out of the game. That's one of those ones, really, you say if it's a double foul, just play on. They neutralise each other and play on. It's not like there was, sometimes you call those one if there's getting a little bit of animosity out there and you want to avoid a situation.
Daniel Dillon.
But to me, Steve, that last one, you just let him go.
I mean, I could see if they locked arms and then the ball was thrown to him and he missed it because their arms were locked. And then You got to have a result. Ibaka, crowd helping him with the shot clock, gets it to Tommy Greer. Steps back on his three-point attempt and drills it right before the shot clock expires. Tommy Greer with 2 3-point baskets has come to play tonight, giving the Tigers an 11-point lead. 4:44 to go here in the second. We'll be back right after this short break.
Hungry Jack's introduces premium choices. To show you how tasty they are, we've added extreme close-ups of our avocado, shot our Swiss cheese in slow motion, and added tricky rim lighting to our zesty tomato relish. Now I'm going to introduce them with my deep, rich voice. Meet the Swiss Avocado Chicken Tender Crisp and the Cheddar Swiss Chicken Tender Crisp. Part of our new Better Tastes menu. Hungry Jack's makes it better.
Okay, let's come down and run straight hawk. Straight hawk, okay? We got Luke, Jake, Elvin, DC, Eddie right here. Right here, give it to him, post up, and then let's pin down and pop out. Give it to Luke and go to work. Let's be patient. Seal him low. You're catching that a little too high, okay? Hey, defensively, let's just keep getting the hands up. They're making some shots. When they get down in the shot clock, if we can run it, let's run it. Okay, everyone else rotate back out. Let's finish this quarter. Let's go.
Paul Wolford getting his team to try and weather the storm of the late hot shooting of the Melbourne Tigers and get the basketball into Luke Schencher and hit their big low post target. Schencher's got 5 points. Cam Tragaz got 8. It's the battle of the bigs here at the cage.
The Tigers have got good input from Cam Tragaz. He's got the 8, but also Tommy Greer, as you mentioned. But Daniel Dillon leads all scorers at the moment. He's got 9 on 3 of 4 from the field. And the Tigers go back. They're mixing it up back to their 2-3 zone. And, you know, the Townsville Crocs do such a great job in the half court. They're very, very good ball movement. There we see a violation, the ball bouncing up, hitting the shot clock. That ball just hits the top of the backboard, it's live, but because it hit the shot clock, it's a violation.
Dillon. Ibaka. Looking for Walker. The long arms of Luke Schencher knocks it free. He wants it down low. Gill gets it into Schencher. His jump hook is a little long. A little physical play between Luke Schencher and Lucas Walker. Here comes Ibaka. Dribble entry to the wing. Shot clock down to 4. Dorsey gets it to Walker. His pull-up jump shot short.
Again, that was good ball movement by the Melbourne Tigers. And that's what happens when you run those double teams. If you move the ball, you're going to find someone open. Luke Schencher was one that he must make. Those easy ones down low with his huge size advantage.
Ibaka can't get the score. You got to dunk those.
Gill. With Luke Schencher coming back from that back problems that he's had. He's also had a bit of an issue with his knee by the looks. Down low. Just see that he's just not as fluid. I mean, he's not the most agile guy at the best of time, but tonight just still looks a little laboured in his movement. And he's only going to keep on getting better.
Walker.
Good help
over Jacob Holmes.
Great help defense by Jacob Holmes. And that's what you got to do. If you're going to have Luke Schencher guard someone that can put the ball to the floor, you need to expect help. And Jacob Holmes stepping into the lane. You see the anguish, the frustrations.
Townsville bringing it up against the token pressure of the Tigers. Gill with a hesitation dribble. Lose the handle of that. Gill having a night as far as distributing the basketball. Picks up turnover number 5.
23
He's frustrated with himself as the timeout on the floor.
Steve, he's the only one in a Townsville uniform that's had a turnover tonight. They've only had 5 in total. So they've taken everyone, with the exception of your point guard, has been very, very good with the ball. Let's listen in to Trevor Gleason.
Liam, you're playing the 5, right? Liam, you got the 5. Ron, you're the 2. X2. Got that X2. Got that X2. Ron's coming up. Pass. Look to rip that. Hey, now we're on the post, and they're playing top side. We get the ball there. Rip the ball hard. Daniel, great drive on baseline before, but we're not doing enough. They're in the foul bonus now. We want to keep attacking the basket. Hey, if they're in the zone, still run it. In the zone, still run it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
That is the key for Melbourne. They look so much better when guys are catching it, ripping it through, and trying to get to the rim. That same theory when they're playing against the zone as well.
That is true, but they've been helped significantly with the problems the Townsville Crocs have had on the offensive end. 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining, and you hold a team to 23 points. Now, we give some credit to the Melbourne Tigers, but a lot of just missed shots and self-inflicted wounds by the Townsville Crocs.
Yeah, Melbourne Tigers have had plenty of opportunities to really blow this thing out of the water. Rush. Ibaka, shot clock to 3. Trying to get all the way to the rim. Ooh, just 1 second left on the shot clock.
That one looked like it might have come off the thigh of Ibaka. Tigers get it. Only enough time really to catch and shoot here.
And Dorsey does just that. Good hands. Tommy Greer gets another basket. Tommy Greer with a steal. And a nice spin move to get the finish. Greer's in double figures. First one for either team. Holmes all the way to the rim. He's fouled by Liam Rush.
Jacob Holmes down the middle. Correct if I'm wrong here, Steve. It looked like he was going up to flush that one.
He sure was. That was a terrible dig.
Well, what happens again, it all started when they had the low post entry pass. There's a miscommunication. It was actually a triple team down low, and they kick it out, and you immediately playing catch up as you try and rotate out to the open man. Anytime you're running out to a shooter, you're very, very vulnerable to the penetration, and that time it was Jacob Holmes where the defense opened up. It was almost like a parting of the Red Sea, straight down the middle.
Jacob Holmes gets 1 out of 2 to make it a 10-point ball game. Right down the middle, Tommy Greer lays it up, gets the roll, everything going his way tonight. 12 points for Tommy Greer. Crawford puts it on the floor. Nice pass to Mims. Mims lays it over the front of the rim once again. It's a 10-point game. Ibaka will slow it down. Just over a minute to go till halftime. Dorsey. Greer again for 3. Yes. They leave him wide open. He's already hit 2 of them. Picks up the 3rd one right there. Tommy Greer having a blinder. 15 points on 5 of 6 shooting.
And he's due, Steve. Statistics don't lie. He's a better shooter than 1 of 21. Had to catch up, and he gets the call too. Charging foul. Elvin Mims trying to get to the rack. And Tommy Greer slides his feet, gets in front of the offense. And
he just was contemplating that move for a good 5 seconds. Everybody was standing around. Townsville had nothing going in their offense on that possession. 26 points in a half for Townsville. Dillon loses the handle. Tries to get to the rim, flicks it out to Ron Dorsey for three. Liam Rush with the offensive rebound and putback. Giving the fans here at the cage plenty to cheer about. Gill. Jacob Holmes for three. That's off the mark. Ron Dorsey shoots a long one. Just misses. It was